their opponents of FURIA didn't have any money. So I think the one thing that will lead Imperium to the most rounds that they're going to try and get on is probably in terms of destroying the economy of their opposition. But we'll have to wait and see, Jay, because FURIA are going to start up on the T side. A complete gamble stack from Imperium. 5 players over at the B bomb side. The Ghoulies are running down Banana, and the Clocks are running into some headshots. Henny ending up getting a couple of kills, Vinny as well. Henny looking for a little bit more, but it's Wilkie with 4 kills. Okay, now K-Serato's in a 1 versus 2.
Okay, this could be real interesting. Tap up on the Glock here. Can't quite find the kill on toward Wilkie. Will catch Carter for a dink down. I don't know exactly where he is. Needs to isolate his pick back. Wilkie so close to getting his ace. Can he secure an ace at least? No! K-Serato shutting it down at the last second. And Smoke with the trifecta B-site play. Rotations from Carter going on towards A-site and wrapping around from the CT spawn.
K-Serato playing this incredibly well. Carter J probably thinking he's going straight into B and he's just smoking off his backstab. But at the same time, K-Serato know that he was around second mid, so he's thinking, right, has he gone over to B? Is he still like apartment? Second mid, what's the play here? A 1 versus 1, planning towards default. He's going into the apartments, and Carter J still doesn't know. He's still thinking it's BJ. Okay, he knows now.
K-Serato sold that wonderfully. He absolutely sold that wonderfully. But Carter needs a headshot. Nothing less. If he misses his first chance, he's going to be a dead man. And K-Serato looking on from the quad position now. Out towards that short control. No kit for Carter either. This smoke down is going to be a 10-second ninja. Seen. Tapped. Dead. 1-0 for FURIA. Pistol going the way of the T side.
I'll tell you what, we speak about some of these chances, Jay. Wilkie got 4 kills in that round, and unfortunately no one else was really there to back him up. That was a really solid chance that Imperium can win that. K-Serato brought back a 1-on-2.
Yep. Simple from the FURIA side. It looked really simple as well. Like, you know, by all extent, you know, should never win those kind of rounds based on the fact that, you know, Imperium had Wilkie to get 4 frags. 4 frags on the Banana defensive and still ended up going down here. He's actually on the extra 1-1-4 for this next round, but we're going to wait to steal the kill away from him. No extra money for this shotty, but they now know that it's there. Henny trades back on to a 4 versus 4 and Wilkie on 3 HP. So all in all, FURIA come out on top.
Let's try and take a little bit of long control. There's an opportunity for a wraparound in through CT if FURIA want it. A big kill onto Yuri, and even makes it too. And now both the CTs are actually in CT spawn. They're thinking about, do we want to rotate to A? Because we just kept getting picked apart. Vinny and Yuri just doing work together. And now it's all down to Wilkie. He's got an XM, but he's on 3 HP, Jay. Does he know?
Most likely going to be hunted. They get to the corner, and they'll deal with him. There you go. Easy peasy. 2-0 to the start for FURIA. Some of those highlights from that round. I mean, I don't know if you can call them highlights given the fact there was a force buy, but eco to come through from Imperium. FURIA, of course, on the front foot as you expect. And, well, I mean, I don't even know what else to say. It's not too out of the blue to see this coming through.
No, it really isn't. And for Imperium's sake, it's just going to be a nade stack potential. There are 3 players with HGs up on the city side, but it's a gamble stack of BJ, and FURIA are pretty quickly taking into a bit of brackets control.
And damage being done to Heretic and Ellison. Heretic over on the B-Luck from Henny and K-Serato. Spray through. Everything in Isolate will for secondary kill. Lines up a 3rd spray. They do catch 1 frag, but K-Serato there to trade back on Heretic. And the last player left here in the graveyard is going to be Yuri to take him down. And there it is. 3-0 for FURIA. Rifles now coming from Imperium. Let's see what they can do here on the big weapon around.
Heretic investing into that AWP, and look, he was a standout figure for the Imperium side, obviously in that first map, being positive in terms of KD, putting up 16 kills. But I think he's probably been one of the standout players for this side against, well, the New England Whalers, certainly against the Rebirth team. Like, he's done some decent strides for this team over the last few days.
Flashes and smokes coming down. Wilkie gonna take some damage. As for Burt takes some more of his own right. Yuri tagged up. Flash on. Around this corner here on the short control over on the bracket position again. 3-2 split for FURIA. Mostly focusing here on the B bomb site. They start stacking up towards the A site. And the bombers are committed to either site here. So whatever they play for here, they can just continue to play out, look for the kills, and look for the control.
FURIA. What's the play here? Now they've got some brackets control. The smoke off from long. Allison's going to be able to try and spam through. Look at the damage he's been able to find, Jay. And Yuri are so damn low. FURIA have quite a handful of members tagged up.
Do lose a kill for it. Vinny can find the trade. You're right, the bomb is in CT control now. Yuri's got to try and fight for it. One player in boiler. One more over on short, and Yuri trying to isolate that short presence soon. The flashbang comes through. The pop-up from Wilkie goes wide. I thought Yuri was going to transfer it, but no. Okay, Serato with a kill back to a 3-on-2. Imperium losing control of Ellison and Heretic on the flank. Imperium, man. Every time they get a good position, it's always FURIA able to respond.
And that's some of the learning curves, Jay, that they can probably take from this game is some of those mistakes there. Like, that you can't be losing a round like that. That is just a huge advantage. And now Carter J, the in-game leader for Imperium, has got to try and bring it 1 versus 2. Mini pit, easy shot for him. 4th on the board for FURIA. That's disappointing for Imperium, Jay. They did a really good job. They took down Henny. They dropped the bomb. But they just can't convert it. Art goes in the back lines. No one's even got an idea that he can be there.
Yeah, 4-0. Man, like that round just like is the ultimate suckage from Imperium. Like, that's a tilting round for me personally. Like, just to know we were at a 3-on-2, we had them so tagged up, and still we lost to them. Like, oh man. Again, it will do the damage to the T side. For Imperium, in the grand scale of things, it's actually a pretty decent roundup. But it's to know that you probably could have got that first on the board right there. Nah. Wilkie tagged. First kill does come through against Henny. Heretic there with the Deagle play, of course, in the half by. They've got the upgrade pistols. With a control coming from Yuri, he has no idea they're going to sneak in behind him. So Ellison finds that kill. Carter finally falls in trade. Art enters. Wilkie drops in case Serato gets the trade back of his own right. And now they've got to get picked up and rotated in for a plant down from Vinny.
Heretic on the side. Does he want to try and push through this CT smoke? He's got Deagle and he's got the information. He can bring the rotations over from the A players. 3-on-2. This is very doable coming out for the Imperium side. They've picked up the AK onto Burt and Vinny. Oh, he's going to try and get aggressive on this smoke. Re-smoke, it does give him a little bit more time to work with.
Burt moving up, the AK around to the corner. Case Serato receives, sees the shadow, sees the spray, gets the kill. 2-on-2. Backed up here, Vinny. For the kill back in the player that swings wide. Burt will be able to isolate their kill. Ooh. And Ellison gets Case Serato. The trades are actually very thick and fast from Imperium. And there you go. They can get on the bomb. They can get the defuse. Opening round for the CT side. FURIA finally crumbling to the force-ups.
Not bad at all coming out from Imperium. A nice eco from them. And look, these last couple of rounds, Jay, they've been down to the wire. Imperium can finally be happy that they've put a round up on Inferno. Now, unfortunately, it hasn't quite broken the economy just yet, but it is still low, so if they're able to follow up around here, then they can certainly try and take some control away. FURIA, I think they need to just try and focus in, Jay, on not losing these opening man advantages, because Imperium have done a good job in that regard for the last few rounds.
Molotovs incendiaries out. Going to try boost up his teammate. Carter eventually gets there on top of the broken wall. Does not see the T-side player that swung out. Art's going to get that kill as a result because they saw him able to get the damage in as a result. Now he's down a bit too far for the T-side though. Wilkie eventually takes that damage to the face. 43 HP. Burt still gets away with a kill, but eventually decides to fall back. So even standing for Imperium. Again, finding the trades here towards Banana. And the leaning comes in towards brackets for Vinny and Yuri.
Oh, Heretic. He looked like he wanted a little bit more there, Jay, wanting to get some info with that orb. He's now been forced very deep into that arch position. But 3 CTs at this A bomb site. FURIA, are they still wanting to lean into A? They are. They're bringing Case Serato in here with the bomb. This looks to be a pretty good setup from the CT side, but that Moto Smoke's going to lock out 2 players unless they want to try and push forward, and they are, Jay. Vinny's trying Ellison towards towards mini pit. The CT's just getting overwhelmed. Nice and easy. One more player to find out from Moto. Another one rotating in, and Imperium might be thinking about the save.
Yeah, Heretic, but falling out towards Speedway and CT. They're being hunted down by who could catch one in the back. Sees no, the timing just got behind the pillar at the right moment, so Heretic will be able to keep his weapon in. Going to try hunt for the kill, eventually find that frag. So one exit from Imperium, but this will be a 5th for FURIA.
A nice return from FURIA. And you can even just see there for Imperium, like, yeah, you want to help your teammate out from mini pit because there's only one player in the side, but pushing through Moto like that, if you've got no utility, if you've got no Molotov, no flash, no nothing, it's just going to make it so difficult. And that's how we just saw Vinny just spraying him down. Heretic doesn't need a peek here, so he can probably hold on to his AWP. They're going to try and spam. Just can't find it. So 5-1, a response in, and Imperium, I'll tell you what, Jay, some mistakes coming through. I mean, look, mistakes are going to come through. There's no doubt about it. But look, like, how do you put this without just sounding like you're the mean guy, Jay?
There is no way to put it without sounding like the mean guy. You know,
Yeah.
That's the problem, you know, like and that's the real issue when it comes to casting like one-sided matches. It's just like, how do you not sound like a dick? And well, the reality is that you just can't. Like, again, I keep emphasizing that it's an expected result, because in reality it is, and that's the lightest way I can really put it. I realize that's a bit of a redundant statement at this stage because I've said it like 50 times over the course of this series. But FURIA expected to dominate. Imperium just trying to do as much damage as possible. And again, they're getting some decent trades. They can be respectful in that respect, but unfortunately, these rounds are set to go the same way every time. I say that, and Carter comes up with a 2K spray, and they have bomb control now. That's the B-side presence completely wiped out.
I don't know if they actually saw it, though, Jay. That's the thing that worries me a little bit, is I don't know if they saw that bomb, because now they're sort of going back to B. It would have had to have, like, it could be behind the little stairs there, so they might not see it, but I don't know how much of a difference it's going to make. Art's now at a 1 versus 4. He's got to go back to try and pick up that bomb. He does have the time on his side and does have a full utility set. And even for the B players, look how scared they are. Rather than trying to fight, Jay, they're just falling back to site.
Yeah, they know that Art's going to pick up that bomb. They have to fight back towards the T-spawn, so let's see what he can do in this 1-on-3 scenario. They can't give up the 1v1s. If they do that, there's a good chance he can still win the clutch. On towards that back line, turning away. Got Graveyard control for Wilkie covered off, takes the fight. He does get Carter, but Wilkie able to get the kill to return. So a second round from Imperium, already a 100% increase from the rounds they had in the first map leg.
It's good to see from Imperium, especially in the early game too. And FURIA gonna scrape away a buy together. Henny and Vinny do not have a lot of money between them. Might even be a Galil out for Henny. It will be. FURIA, we've seen for the majority, Jay, of Overpass and Inferno so far, they've been able to get like at least the rounds, like the weaponry they've brought into the round has been really strong. This time around, not quite 100%. The smoke down to Banana is going to allow Heretic to go for a very aggressive angle, but he can't hit the shot.
Facing from Vinny, sees 1, sees 2, gets the info out, takes the tag, but also deals some damage on towards Ellison. Flash over from K Serato. Art's going to be first to fall to Bert here. AKs swapped out towards as they look onto the B side. There's only one player to defend against it. It's Contact Stackers. No support coming in from the CT side. So Bert's got to do all the damage. He's found that first frag. Up in the boost up position, does find Vinny as well. Almost a third con K Serato. He's going to burn alive, actually. Imperium, they're getting some really good rounds together here.
Yeah, they certainly are, and this is one that 4-on-2 you should convert 99% of the time. Henny and Yuri have hardly any utility to use on the post plant, but Yuri's now going to get the information that Banana's cleared. That can now focus them in towards CT.
Waiting for the contact spray, transfers to the head. Wilkie turns it around to a 1-on-2. Yuri evading the flashbangs. Knows that position is set, tapped up in the bomb. They didn't check the corner. He gets that one frag back, still turns towards the CT. Ooh. And Heretic will drop him just about, get to the diffusers. He got time for this. Oh, it'll be close. He's got it.
He got it.
Be third to the board of Imperium for the CT connection round. I mean, they're doing a decent job right here.
Yeah, no, they really are. I think FURIA need to take a bit of a tactical pause to just go, okay, hang on a minute. Let's realize the situation we've put ourselves in now. Now, they're going to be forcing into round 9, but the buy does not look great. Imperium 3-5. This has been a real big contest, something that we didn't really see on Overpass at all, Jay.
And I will be, again, credit where it's due for Imperium. It's at least a decent showing, you know. They're able to get 3 rounds on the board. Hey, you know, they're now on 4 rounds total in the series, so maybe they could still reach that 5 rounds that you hoped for.
Yeah.
That you hoped for overall at the start of the game, at the start of the series. So Imperium looking to at least live up to those expectations. Going to get 1 more round on the board here, and the force buy back from FURIA. This could well be that round.
I think this is going to be a simple A execution. And they've only left a single lurk out of the B bomb site. No, it might be the wraparound through CT. What a shot coming out from Heretic. Completely blinded. Now Carter J is going to be overwhelmed, meaning, Jay, that there's only 1 more player at the B bomb site. That's Bert. He's going to have enough time here.
He did a great job of holding up against them, though, when he was on the site itself. Smoke's down, but a war on 2 fronts. He's pushed forward. The smoke will keep him suppressed as the main T-side force upgrade from CT. Able to isolate Keserato, but doesn't get the kill. 12 HP, barely stays in it. Wilkie will catch Art on a 3 versus 3 scenario. And again, Imperium are going in for this retake here. CT side facing up, sprays through, damage being done. Casualties not sustained on Keserato and Yuri for the moment here. Incendiary might force him out of the first box. It doesn't extend all the way inland. He does take some damage, eventually forcing out the spray. Ellison will get that kill back. And again, the 3v2 Imperium doing damage. Now getting 1 on Yuri. This could be a round 1, and indeed it is. Imperium coming alive here on the second map.
They're showing up. I mean, you look at the HPJ, there's what, like 60 between all 3 of them, but they make it work. 3-on-3 retake, very nice indeed. Working off each other, establishing some crossfires, and FURIA are probably down to an eco. They can't keep full. There really just isn't the money behind them. I mean, the loss bonus is now getting up to 2,900. This is 3 rounds in a row now for Imperium. They're 1 AJ from tying it up. They still aren't buying heavily down into this with a scout, but for the rest of them, around 2K on the money line.
Not sure why Art has forced invested. I mean, hero scout, I guess, but see what he can do against the Imperium side. They've got the AWP to respond towards it, and of course an AK, 3M4. Decent rifle set up, and they are going to take down their first 2 frags. Spray through. Damage done to Yuri. Even more blind damage done towards Art. They can't get those frags together. AWP facing in. FURIA held towards this long control. Carter J wraps up, spray through. Just about comes through together here against Henny. And now 2 standing. Heretic with that final shot towards Yuri. All bang connecting to 5 all. Imperium doing what we thought was impossible here.
Yeah, look, I mean, imagine getting up today and being like, right, we have to take on FURIA. That's going to be a tough game. And now realizing that you're 5-5, there's a tied scoreline. This second map has been a one hell of a contest. Wilkie's been putting up some really big numbers for this Imperium side. And FURIA, I think that at least Inferno is going to be a little bit more of a test for them than they expected it to be.
Nades on, damage being done. Henny's going to catch Carter though with a very fast play. The boost up coming in towards the wood stack. Nade on to receive against Bert's part of things. 47 HP. And the CT's now pushing into the apartments, realizing there is no T-side presence here. They're all stacked up towards Badada. And Bert, more smokes down to try and hold off against them here. The execution is coming through. M4 sees 1. Yuri will drop him 5v3. So Imperium this time not going to get off so quickly. Art's going to push up with a MAC-10 to get a frag over in the CT spawn. Now look for even more to grab that rifle Glock out. Grabs the AWP as well. That's a free AWP for the Ts.
Yeah, lovely. And that's much better coming out from FURIA. They work together as a unit. You see Henny just spamming that smoke at the logs to be able to find the opening kill. They commit into B. They push in through CT, put a lot of pressure on the rotators from Imperium. Art's able to pick up an AWP for free, like you noted. Nice and simple. And I think these are more so the rounds we expected to see from FURIA, just sort of the whitewashing ones where they look really confident. But Wilkie and Ellison are just trying to hold on to their rifles. Good shot from Wilkie. He's looking for a little bit more with that down quite low. There's going to be a wide swinging player, but he should be able to hold on to the rifles for 6th gain and a lead back in favor of the FURIA camp.
Once they stopped over-aggressing and giving up the basic opening kills, now things can start to come together here. The rifles in full, of course, from Imperium. Those 2 weapons saved in, allows the buyback. Heretic with the AWP in. M4s, AKs, AWPs, and the Krieg in for Vinny. Nades on. Up takes some damage. Now back towards that cross position. Double ups. Trying to stack in towards the sandbags area. Imperium set themselves up towards this defensive again. They started things off on the right foot.
Oh, I like this setup, though, out from the apartments. 3 players for the Imperium side. Unfortunately, though, even with this nice, well-drilled setup for Imperium, it looks like FURIA have already taken top banana control, and they've left a lurk in the apartment, so there can be some damage there onto Yuri. A one-on-one trade, and that's going to be a lot of information, too, of how many players were in the apartments.
Smokes down, M4 in a butt. will catch that kill. AWP turns onto Carter J as well. And that dismantles at long last. We're back on track for FURIA. 4v2, bomb plant secured. Imperium are not even going to go for this retake.
And sometimes it's the little things, Jay. Like, you saw Carter J in the coffins position. He tried to jump up and missed the jump. And as soon as you make a mistake like that, it's just an instant sound cue. So they know, right, one player's towards coffins. Where can we try and get the information on where the next player is? And you've got to understand, you know, when you're playing a team at this kind of caliber, when you make those small mistakes in terms of sound cues or any information that's unnecessarily given up, they're going to punish you. And that's exactly what Art was able to do with his AWP.
FURIA back up at a 2-round lead here against Imperium, 7-5 on the T-side board. Arch and a leg shot. Mate, if he actually landed that tag onto Henny, he probably could have got caught in the bomb blast. Like, I think the AWP just does just enough damage at that kind of distance. So, yeah, good thing he missed that, but, you know, needs most. FURIA are in control at the moment here anyway, so the only thing they're suffering is damage, which, to be fair, actually, Imperium were able to make hurt over on the first map.
You've got to think, can Imperium just string one of these good rounds together? I mean, even taking control away, we haven't seen any deep banana control from the CT side. We haven't really seen them take a lot of map territory. Ellison lining up a bit of a nade for anyone trying to set up nades. And no one's there, unfortunately, for the FURIA camp. But even with the utility down towards banana, it looks like FURIA are going to try and take it back.
M4 in, 2 players to be spotted. Carter J will only get 1 try before he gets straight for 2 more CTs out here, though. Wilkie with an AK in particular, taking damage, taking a kill. Back though will escape as the flames do extinguish past that contact position. 4v3 scenario, Imperium having an advantage here. Once again, trades going well for them. FURIA falls back on the back foot. They can isolate Wilkie and get an easy kill on him, but they've got to actually get to him first. They've got to get through Burt now.
A man advantage for Imperium. Very good setup for them. The thing is, though, like even that, just getting straight spammed, at least Burt's going to be able to find a response. But the rotations, they're so slow, Jay. No one on the A-bomb side is even thinking about rotating over. Surely there's information. Burt's taking contact, and the A players still aren't moving.
And this is not the first time they've done this as well. The rotations to support Burt have been so slow over the course of this game. I guess they realize they can go for the retake, but against FURIA, that's not a tough ask to get here quick as well. They're still slow. They're only just getting towards the CT entrances. That's already 10 seconds tick by on the clock. Henny and Yuri firing away from the back lines here at New Box is where Henny's going to set himself up. Yuri flash against him, faces away, sees one, headshot easy. The second player, headshot easy. Third kill, no. Henny steals one back for a double apiece. And that is an 8 for FURIA here on the T side, taking the T side half.
Yeah, no, those rotations are too slow, Jay. It means that FURIA are too comfortable. The one thing, especially when you're in a man advantage on the CT side, you want to try and put as much pressure on as possible as soon as that bomb goes down. And like you said, it was like 10 seconds before they came in, so FURIA were able to set themselves up really nicely. You had Yuri taking the cross out to Coffins, Henny was backing him up from Nubox, and they just peek on each other's contact. Simple as that, 8-5. Imperium, we saw a couple of like good rounds of them in a row, but now FURIA have just taken complete control again.
Yeah, Eco from Imperium to get to that 15th buy-up round, which is their best bet at this stage. Wilkie taking damage on that first facing on Vinny. I mean, it does do some damage to Vinny. In case and Henny are all on a HP disadvantage. Heretic coming up with a good deagle kill out in the apartments. Not known as a player in pit, he does now. Burt will fall. Continue to play in-apps up with that AWP, but be careful about where he faces and when he faces, because he could get backstabbed in. But Barnaby secured. K-Serato does deal with Heretic. After Jay and Ellison, last two players left here. Or what things is low flick does not connect. Tech 9 doesn't connect either, but K-Serato is there to support from the mid position. No scope, not landing either. Wraparound still good for Henny. 9-5 for the T side.
Imperium, just an eco in that last round, so they'll be able to get a rifle going into round 15. And I'll tell you what, Jay, look, 5 rounds on CT, it's already a pretty decent achievement. If they can turn it to 6 going into the second half, they give them something to work for. Now, FURIA have really started putting on a bit of pressure, though. And, I mean, one thing that's kind of interesting, too, is that no one is like a standout fragger for FURIA in this first half alone. It seems like it's across the board a real big team effort, individually speaking. Imperium, just time and time again, like, they're so scared to take map control away, Jay.
Sprays through and the damage not getting done here towards the apartments area. They will try and flush out the position of T-side players, but as you mentioned, that map control just being conceded immediately. Back over to passive short control. Heretic is on position, takes that kill on K-Serato, but Arc can respond to Carter J at point blank. Bit of an awkward setup there from Imperium, and in the end, it doesn't actually work out to the favor. So into the mid position. A site contacted by the player at quad, player at short as well. Smoke down towards long, swinging a hit from the M4. Vinny will get a kill. Wilkie finds the trade and a double. Now all to R, the AWP switching out to the AK-47, now known with the bomb in his bag. And Wilkie hunting for a 3. Can this be a great way to end off the half of the Imperium side? Damaged up, spray through, walks into the flames, almost gets taken out for it, but Art still comes up with a trade.
Oh, 1 versus 2. Art, does he try and fake out the bomb plant? No, he sticks it instead. No swing comes out from the 2 CTs from the Imperium side. I swapped over to an M4. How does he try and play this? Does he want to try and play as safe as possible? Does he want to try and take an engagement? Imperium, they know roughly where he is. Flash over the top, they're going to peek together. Good shot coming in for Heretic. And Imperium are going to be able to retake their way to a 6th round. What a beautiful half to come out from Imperium, but there is still another half to go. Don't go anywhere. We're going to go to a short break.
It's easy, it's hard to preach, cause I've been burning trees and watching fall. If we cannot breathe out, we go forward. Sure, I was searching for cure, fishing a little wildlife, and when I'm low on fuel, I'll still be running till my back broke. Halfway, lost hope and I'll check it. Hard roads, I didn't think I'd come back fast, cause I was running roads so many nations. Even when it's so sweet, I ended up zero. Been around the globe, looked around, nothing fitted. It's not the end, but the road, and you won't even get it. Been around the globe, looked around, I can fit it. Seen high and lows, but you won't even get it. Been around the globe, think it's time to admit it's not the end, but the road. I was running. Will you follow me under when I'm crumbling? Every night I wonder, will it ever end? Sometimes I can barely...
9-6 for FURIA, a much closer half than map number 1. They weren't expecting this level of contest, so let's see whether they can connect something together here on a CT half. Look at Yuri turning around against Burt, the first contact, the first kill going the way of the T side. Imperium storming the A site, going for a bomb plant back here in the back line. The 5v4 scenario, Vinny taking the damage here on the Furious side. This is actually quite a decent post-plant setup for Imperium. Fast rush into the A site, and it works for a plant.
This is still like pretty decent for the Imperium side. They've got the 5-on-4, the bomb's been planted, and Fury are on for the retake, but that's the big kill. Heretic, the one in the apartments, is going to be the person to go down and now turn the tides around. Art still trying to tap away, while his teammates now start to try and back him up. Caserano's going to be able to find one, and he's tapping away. Nice shot with Vinny too, and they get the retake together. Imperium not able to hold off in the post plan. Furious kills just came in so damn quickly.
And that's so frustrating as well, because once again, Imperium in a perfect position on the A site to lock out the round, that FURIA still come up with the trade kills, and in the end, they fall apart. 10 to the board of the CT side, and FURIA still within 6 of the series win. Imperium need to stop that before something bad happens to them, and there's a good chance that that bad thing could happen to them right here. We've got a bit of a weird halfback coming through, actually. Wilkie and Ellison. Tech9 and Deagle with Kevlar. I mean, Deagle's across the rest of the T-side board, but definitely more leaning on the eco side than a half-by. It does look a little bit miscoordinated here from Imperium.
Well, the thing is, over the course of the last few series, as we've seen from Imperium, they're not ones to force after losing pistol and getting the bomb back. Like, with time again, just go for these eco rounds and go for the rifles next, rather than risking it with the full force. And I tell you what, like, the upgraded pistols have already done a pretty good job. Now it's a 5 versus 3. This is looking pretty decent, but Caserano's going to find an important trade. Yuri needs to be able to back him up.
Heretic. Oh, fires on the shoulder. Should have waited. Could have gotten more out of that scenario. Yuri will shut him down to a 3-on-3. Taking the gun SMG up. Yuri got sprayed back for a 2K. Eagle back in. Can't quite land the third frag. But Caserano then lined the couple of frags. Only gets away with one. Vinny now making his way in towards that mid position. And Burt Famas picked up back in Graveyard. When does he pop his head up? When does he look for the kill? Oh, Vinny. Does he expect a rotation? Does he believe in the wraparound? No, he's going to get checked. Famas spray is going to catch him off. And that was a brilliant patient play from Burt. 4 frags to his name and a big turnaround from Imperium.
I tell you what, like, it was certainly unexpected. I mean, why would you be in that position in a 1 versus 1? You'd normally be on the side, maybe looking around, seeing if you can see and get some information. But he's just playing hiding, and in the end, he peeks out at a perfect moment. That's a fantastic round from Imperium. They're able to reset the economy of FURIA, meaning the CTs have to force. They claim a 7th round, and Jay, that was just a pretty light eco. That was phenomenal to come out from Imperium. Oh,
good shot on Heretic. Kick things off. FURIA back in with another good force buy. Of course, going to try and make it very impactful against the Imperium so that they can win these rounds. And again, they set themselves up on victory road. They'll be able to take a victory in the series and not just the map. 5-7 from Vinny. Carter rounds that corner, still gets the kill on the man, Henny. I'll be able to get the trade back. 4v4, the Deagle set to the back lines, and support has arrived, and that's all-important scout.
I'm going to even bring another rotation over from Yuri. So the A-bomb side's going to be pretty weak in terms of its defense. They've only got Quesarado there. Boosting up his teammate, but Imperium, it looks like they're going to be running into the stack, Jay.
50 seconds, T-side players moving in. Wilkie peeks up, catches Art. SMG next to face, smoke down. Still, they peek before it blooms, and Yuri's going to be allowed a simple kill. Spray through, and Wilkie does the damage, so Henny can finish him off. Playing around the pillar, shoulder baiting, looking on towards the backlines. Flashes come through. Ellison gets the kill back to a 2v2. SMG of Yuri knows that one player is low. Does not know that Ellison, though. Tag up, bomb plant, security towards the province. They could have swung out to deny it. They're not going to opt for the safer option, though. Still in a retake mode here for FURIA. They're spamming bullets down, but Imperium are not getting tagged.
How do they play this 2-on-2? Do they want to try and play passive? They'll probably know that there won't be any util on this CT side. If anything, only some flashbangs. Okay, Serrato, more damage done onto Ellison. He's just trying to bait out his teammate. Yuri is now in the 1 versus 2, though. And there's still a player towards the dark and new box position. Imperium get Array with another round, Jay. This has got to be a harsh eco from FURIA. Imperium are really showing up on Inferno. This is so unexpected. This is a team that have only just been promoted to MDLJ after a team has dropped out. They didn't even get the qualification spot into MDL. They've had their opportunity as a replacement invite for this event, and I tell you what, in the second map against FURIA, they're making this one big contest.
Well, at long last, they started to loosen up here. They played it super seriously over on that last map up, and you know, now they're just playing with all pressure off their shoulders. And I can definitely feel it here from the Imperium side. FURIA down to pistols once again. A Zeus in for Arndt, hoping to take contact out here to the bedroom entrance. But this is an eco from FURIA. No major investment will come through from the T side. The CT set is Art going to peek up. Will he try and catch a player off guard? No one's going to face in from this window area. So leaning in towards the mid control, get brackets control and start executing towards the short area.
Imperium starting to slow it down, having a lurk out from Carter J over to the B-bomb site, seeing if he can pull some rotations over. Art, though, it all comes down to timing because there has been a player to cross over. That's Heretic, but Art hasn't been seen. Finally, as he's trying to bait them in to something aggressive, but it's not happening, Jay. There's a player just outside of Boiler that's waiting for Art to peek.
Keeping his head on a swivel as well in case they make their way up to the long apartments. AK spraying through the edge of this wall. They're going to completely leave Art alone. Know that he's not a threat. They will start facing him eventually here in the case of Heretic. Catches that headshot in the end. Mac 10 kill for an extra $600 and doubles up onto Henny. And a clean round from Imperium. All 5 players alive. Rifles can get upgraded for the SMG. M4 out for Yuri now. The reinvestment from FURIA will look very, very awkward here in the 20th round.
Yeah, look, there'll be no AWP potential. And look how light the utility standpoint is, Jay. There's no kits on the CT side. They've got, what, 2 incendiaries? Quesarado's only got a smoke. Imperium, you've got to think, if you want to try and get them head-to-head on terms of a weak gun round, this is it right here into round 20. Heretic with his AWP, trying to see if he can spot anything out towards the top of Banana. That's where FURIA have brought 3 players over. Both teams really haven't taken a lot of Banana control so far in this matchup, but it does look as if FURIA want to try and aggress or at least use utility quite deep.
the apartment's control from Imperium. Good use of utility to try and get them into this position. And the CT side. Struggling to deal with the pressure that they put down here. Contact play from Art over on the B site as the FURIA side do play up to rotative angles, especially the players over towards the long area. Imperium focusing on that A site for the most part here. Nades on towards Carter, does tag him low to 80 HP. No more contact established. FURIA not going to overextend.
Henny, it's all a matter of timing. A little bit of gap on that library smoke towards the left-hand side. It just depends if there's a peek in. The information's been given up now for Henny, so rather than keep fighting Jay, he's gone back passive in the side. But look at the Arch player out from Vinny. He could swing at any time, and there it is.
Queserato on the site as well, holds the defense. Wilkie is going to be able to trade back. Vinny holds his own. Queserato still there towards Mini Pit, deals with the apartments player, and now Heretic with the bomb. 10 seconds to try and rotate back towards the B site. He hasn't got time for this. Does get a shot on Art. Spray awkward from Vinny, does come up with the kill though. 3 kills to his name, all in all, and FURIA back on track again, 11-9, but there's still a buy coming in from Imperium. They can still shut this down and knock the CTs back a peg.
Yeah, look, I'd like to see a little bit maybe more aggression coming out from Imperium. I've sort of said it on the first map and the second. I think they've been playing really scared. I think they're finally getting a little bit of momentum now. But it feels like for FURIA, they're not pressured enough on the CT side to kind of draw out any utility or force them further deeper into the side. It's been pretty slow and pretty methodical to come out from the T-side camp for the most part in the second half. Out towards Banana, an exchange of nades, not doing any damage. Oh, there we go.
One-for-one trades. Yuri and Wilkie getting involved. Art no scoping his way on down the banana area. Nothing will be taken though. No frags, no tags even. Imperium back up towards that mid position and now start looking towards the A players. Art starts to extend. He'll get this information out as well. Second player behind him though. Smokes up. Start extending. They're really that back up towards its A defensive. Imperium are going to hit this full force.
Carter J with the bomb, starting to push into this brackets control, and if they can get the timing right, there's only going to be 2 players on the A bomb side. The rotations are coming through, but it's still going to take some time. They don't have a smoke down to Moto just yet, and they haven't checked out Queserato, and now Henny's peeking on his contact. Another great kill to follow up for Henny, and Wilkie's stuck in the apartments. He does get 2 kills with a nade down to 4 HP, and unfortunately, they could not deal with the crossfire on the side. The rotations weren't even necessary, Jay.
Good shooting from the SMG and a good lineup from Wilkie. That could have been a sequence if he was able to turn some more together. Watch it again, how they lined up for him outside of the site itself. If he got his next headshot, that would have been the chance. But again, the nade on to do so much damage. That shut him down. And this is not looking good now for Imperium. There is there's not a lot to work with. Pistols set, Wilkie taking 1, Queserato and Henny cleaning house against the T side though. Did that land from Art? I think it landed towards Carter's leg.
Yeah, he got a wallbang. Did damage for sure. And now Burt, P250. Oh man, Imperium. In a round like this, you can't expect too much, Jay, so he's upgraded to an Eagle. He's waiting for someone aggressive. I know that Henny looked like he was going to take an aggressive duel, and now Bert's found an AK. He really wants to try and do as much damage as possible here. Queserato's low on the site. If he can take him down, Jay, there's an opportunity for a bomb plant.
Might be a bit of a bonus economical boost for the Imperium side. He sees Art towards that back line, though, gives up the info. So now Queserato's watching. Still hunting for the pick back there. Needs to lean in towards the site. He's going to try wrap around towards long. Will he try go for the full B rotate? I mean, already Art's going to be ready to shut him down, so I don't think so. 40 seconds. Looking on Arch in case there is a CT there, but again, just got to look towards this pit position where Queserato is currently playing from. Not active towards that long contact. What is Burt playing at here? He's checking literally every single angle possible, but that just exposes him to KSRO even more in this case. Now the swing comes through, the smoke goes down. The nade on the AK kind of face in, does get that frag. Now needs to go for a plant safe here on the back of the site. 15 seconds, just go for the money. Just go for the cash and allowance. Indeed, Burt will get that down now. Rotating out towards the long position, the AWP is ready to receive it, and there you go. Art will shut down the round. Damage being done though, Imperium with an eco and FURIA with expense.
Well played. Really well played there from Imperium. They get a bomb plant, they get 3 kills. I mean, for Burt's sake, he was able to do a lot of damage to the CT side. He did his best job of trying to draw out the CTs. You could see as soon as he took contact onto KSRO, his attention was pulled away to that short position. Yeah, there it is. Just the jumping walk back from Art. 13-9. FURIA getting closer and closer, Jay, to closing out what has been quite a contest on Inferno. Ooh, run boost.
Trying to get that rifle into position to get the opening kill, but FURIA nades down. Oh, that's ugly. Incendiary as well, might burn Heretic apart. It may actually landed. Oh! No scope on the first, not quite the second. Carter will get traded back by Henny. Either way, straight on into the banana position. The kills have come through for FURIA. 2-for-1 trade favor the CT side.
Oh my goodness, and even for Wilkie, he's going to see if he can get some timing onto KSRO, but look at the CT step up. Burt's going to find the trade, but it's still a man disadvantage. A 2-on-3, and for Yuri, do they check the position? They don't at all. Burt's now the last one left. They know exactly where he is. Yuri to step up with 2 kills. Nice and easy. And what can you do when Art has got the AWP pushing through a smoke and just no-scopes you without any vision? There's not a lot.
I just noticed something, by the way. Wilkie is on 26 frags in this game.
Yeah.
Which I believe is top fragger in the server. Honestly, man, like, you know, this guy, like, when he gets in the groove, like, he is a machine. An absolute machine for Imperium. They've really got something special in him. The problem is he's trying to enable it and mobilize it every single game, which I don't think they've been able to do as successfully as he has done right here against FURIA. Again, the pressure is off, so for him to frag away like this is giving Imperium their leg up in this map up, but in this round it's an eco and he gets shut down alongside Burton and Carter J. Heretic taking nades to the face, Ellison with the Mac 10 well out of dodge. Now being seen here by Art, they know that he's there towards that mid control. Heretic taking damage, dealt with by Viddy, 1v5, Ellison. Gonna concede this 2-map match point for FURIA. Imperium needs 6 to go to OT, and I don't think that's gonna be the case here.
Yeah, look, we've seen some brilliance from them, there's no doubt about it, but it seems like now in FURIA, they've got momentum, they've got a hell of a lot of rounds now in a row, and they're just putting pressure on. That's all it is. You've got AKs up on that CT side. Their economy's not fantastic, obviously, but you even look at the buy coming forward from Imperium, and even for Ellison, Jay, he doesn't have enough money for an AK. He's going to be on a Mac 10.
Nades on the Carter, damage done to him already. And he watching on, sprays through the M4s. Ellison falls to Yuri. Wilkie can find the trade back at the very least, but map control swing out. That's the bomb being dropped. Big kill for KSRO. And as they're playing now below him, Vinny gets Carter J. Meanwhile, over in Banana, so it's all to the A plane. Nade up. Heretic to the face. Gets the kill on KSRO. Art's also going to go down. 2-on-2 rotations inbound. No, they're going to lean towards the A site. They know there was 2 players on Banana, so those must be the last 2 players left.
But, oh, he's heard the footstep of one. Okay, he knows one of the players are going to start to wrap in through the apartment, but he doesn't know about the other one. Vinny, what a jewel there is. And even Henny's pushing through the flames, and Heretics, he's trying to backstab the CTs.
Could time it well as well. AK moving in, they think he's still there on the side, but as they check the corners, they'll realize very quickly that's not the case at all. Wrap back around towards the short control. When does the swing come through? Now? Later? Calls their bluff on the tap here. Now they're taking the bomb defuse, and he's not looking the right way. Kill from Henny, 16-9 for